the interactions between Xavier and Kylan tonight.
In the final. Yeah, good point.
Because they're going to have to.
That's going to be the highlight.
They're going to have to address it. And I watched some of Kylan's exit interviews because Alfie sent me some, and Kylan they were going, "Oh, do you regret what you said?" Because they didn't have the long extended interview they normally have with Julie. But obviously some of the podcasters were asking him, "Do you regret what you said?" He said, "No, I don't regret what I said. I think Xavier's family will understand that I have compassion for them and all this shit." It's like, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so, darling.
He was so fucking unrepentant. He has no idea. He's going to get such a wake-up call when he fucking gets out of that house and sees what people actually think of him.
Well, he is out of that house.
Oh, shit, yeah. So anyway, that was Kylan-gate.
But thanks, Kylan. That was great TV.
Did you enjoy it, even though it was a bit less exciting than you thought?
Yeah, it was still shocking.
It was still good TV, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was still the best bit of US Big Brother I've ever seen.
Yeah. So now we're on to the recaps. Do you want to cook anything about the recaps? Did you make any notes?
No, I mean, I said what I wanted to say about the recaps. Biscuits. I enjoyed seeing Claire come out. I enjoyed seeing Chada talk talk about people had perceived her as a savage.
That was so interesting, that conversation.
Kylan talked about how he's perceived not as a Hispanic person, but as a black person only, but he's also... Someone said about being too white.
Yeah.
Was it Chada said too white to be black?
Black to be
Indian.
Too Indian to be... Yeah. That was such an interesting conversation. I really like that. Someone said to Xavier, "You're the whitest black man I know," like as if that's a compliment because you're articulate.
Yeah.
How fucking rude is that? Imagine if someone actually fucking said that to you. You're like, fuck off.
The thing is, people say that to black people all the time.
Yeah, I know, and they don't even.
People don't bat an idea about saying it. They don't think there's anything wrong with saying it either.
And what Xavier said about society I like the way he said society. What he actually meant was Big Brother has cast black as one thing, but there's a lot of different shades. He means Alison Grodner. It was so refreshing this year to have 6 black people.
No, he means in society as well.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It was like reading between the lines. It was about Big Brother as well. But it was so refreshing to have 6 black people who couldn't really have been more different this year, could they?
We ain't from the same nothing.
No, they're It's true, isn't it?
I think that's been one of the most interesting parts of the cookout. The fact that they wanted to maintain the presence of the majority of black people in the house, the black majority to control the house, but they
couldn't get along,
couldn't fucking stand each other underneath, and so many of them, given the chance, would have actually preferred to go along with like Tiffany with Claire. Who else? Tiffany didn't want Derek X to go either.
Hannah and Derek X, Kylan and Sarah Beth.
Who knows what Kylan and Sarah Beth? I can't put my finger on that.
It's funny though because one of those stereotypes is like black people and white people can't get along. It's like literally every black person, white person in Big Brother this year preferred the black or white people to the other white or black people, if you know what I mean.
Pretty much.
It's just a load of bollocks. Like you get on with who you get on with, and that's that.
What I found hardest to take is seeing people's views who, because the black people are dominating the show, write off the show as boring, or they or say that they're being racist, and completely fail to recognise that it has been the opposite
forever,
every year, but because it's never been spoken about, because the white people haven't said we're going to vote out the black people, but because they've been such a minority, there was never a chance for black people to go too far. But at the same time, that's disgusting that that's the fact. But it shouldn't be like that.
That's
the way it's the fact it's unspoken is somehow worse and more toxic. That when the white people just manage to slowly push people out, it's somehow more sinister, more underhand.
And the only one of the only times it came to light as such in a very visual way was Camp Comeback. When there was literally 3 people on the in those fucking outfits, and it's like, did you forget that happened, people?
Yeah,
that's one reason why I'm so glad I'm not actually really on Big Brother Twitter, because it sounds like it's just been fucking poisonous. And that's what I like about having the podcast, because we can just say what the fuck we want, and we don't have to fuck with those people. do we? We don't just...
Well, no, but occasionally, just through hashtags, they've come into our mentions on the odd occasion.
Oh, that person slagging off Tiffany on our Instagram.
Was it on Instagram?
Yeah.
No, someone on Twitter. It was a Trump person, wasn't there?
No, there was someone on Instagram as well who said, I would rather die than spend an hour with her or so.
Oh,
or
that
have
was your
lunch
boyfriend,
with her.
Jack.
Shut up, you're a Tiffany hater as well.
Thing is, I respect Tiffany's game. I just found her a little bit like she took everything too seriously.
Yeah, but I don't think she did. I think it was the edit.
Yeah.
So let me just see if there's anything else from the recap. Oh, yeah, so there was a bit of the aftermath of the Kylan thing. So Big D sort of held his glass up to Kylan's picture and went, I ran you out of the house. And then he was going to Xavier, oh, if someone had come up to me like that and saying stuff about my family, I would have done this, that and the other. It's like,
you
Big D, you literally stood there and did nothing. That actually happened in front of you and you just stood back 10 miles back and did fuck all, so shut up.
People can talk such a big game when they're not in the situation.
It's so dumb. And then Big D said, the way Kylan left the house was disgusting. He acted like a damn fool. Correct. I've put here, I would like to see a picture of Xavier with hair. Because they were talking about that. And we had ligers and donkeys. Christian's best bits. Coming out, yeah. Oh, second place gets 75 grand, we learnt. That was interesting.
Well, they've upped the money for America's favourite player as well.
Oh, good. Who do you think will win America's favourite?
Tiffany.
I hope
do you
it's
think
Tiffany.
Derek X still?
I think Derek X will. People are sexist. I'm racist.
Yeah, but the racists have already checked out.
Oh, good.
Don't you think?
Good.
They're not skewing the vote anymore.
Any thoughts on the friends and family videos? Any dogs with drawn on noses? Or...
I didn't see a single dog, did you?
No, I saw a cat. Someone was clutching a cat. Oh, Xavier's stepdad. He was like holding it up like this. You know, you can't do that with a towel. You couldn't hold him up like that. It'd be like,
you wouldn't have a face if you did.
Get the fuck off me. Yeah, it was a nice cat. And Derek's mum looked very young, I thought, and Az's mum and dad said, "Oh, you've played a very moral game." That's not what I want.
They've not been watching.
No.
I'm
So then Xavier's going, I want to win to support my nephew. I was like, that's a good sob story. Then Oz was like, yeah, my dad had cancer a few years ago. Not so good a sob story. You need to work on that one.
a few years ago.
Derek didn't even have
I missed that.
Yeah, Derek didn't even have a sob story. And then we had the first part of the final HOH, the bouncy boat bash.
Well, for a start, they weren't even boats, aren't they? Well, they're called. Is that a banana boat?
Is it a catamaran?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
It's
like a giant crayon.
That's the thing you attach to the back of a speedboat.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you hang on it.
Bounce. Oh, that looks dangerous. I wouldn't do that. No chance. Xavier was calling Big D and Oz floaters, saying they should do well at the competition. They were getting sharks thrown at them.
That was made for only one winner, wasn't there? It had to be Xavier. I honestly thought Big D was going to immediately slide off. But
the way he was hanging on to it.
Honestly, nothing happened for so long. And I said this to you, just to keep Big D in the edit, I think. So there was some sense of jeopardy.
Yeah.
Because those things weren't hardly moving for the first 20 minutes.
Body moving. Body moving was on this morning this week,
Was she? I love Body Moving.
She was cool.
What's she talking about?
She was at CrimeCon. There was like the first British CrimeCon in the UK. Which I thought
she did a panel.
Interesting. Yeah, she was
thing, did she?
Yeah. She was saying she's caught quite a lot of other criminals since then.
Has she?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Documentary series about her.
Yeah, she's cool. So then, Big D lasted 19 minutes and said, "I held on so long."
Yeah, and then he sat in that little dinghy on the side.
He was like lying down on the side. It's like, can you stop lying down for 5? You'll probably be lying down in the fucking finale chairs tonight. And then. Arza fell off, didn't she? She slipped off. Reminded me of that one on Big Brother Australia when they were holding onto those logs that were kind of spinning around. Do you remember?
Yeah.
They should have had a little camera on their faces at the front.
A little GoPro.
Yeah. And then at the end, I noticed.
Who's throwing those inflatable sharks at them, though? Do you think?
Ted.
Do you think they can see them throwing them at them?
I don't know. Actually,
Zingbot.
I bet Zingbot and the psychedelic salamander up there. Lobbing it.
Catapult.
And that chicken guy. Dr. Cluck. I noticed at the end, Xavier and Big D literally jumped the shark. Did you notice that?
What does jumping the shark
jumping
mean?
The shark, for God's sake.
I think you might have told me this before.
It's like a famous phrase for when a show goes off the rails, and it's because in Happy Days there was a scene where What's his name? You know that fucking... what's his name?
Fonz.
Fonzie. Yeah, Fonzie. Hold on, that's a Muppet, isn't it?
No idea. Alfonso.
He jumped over a shark, and it was
Fozzie
just
Bear,
like...
you're thinking
Yeah,
of.
and it was just this... They realised it was the time the show had just gone to shit, so that's why I jump in the shark. And if you want to know
Good
any more
Lord.
information, just let me know.
What a pointless
Backstory.
backstory.
Well, you are fucking asked me, so I fucking
That
told
is
you.
so niche.
Well, that might be niche, but everyone knows that expression now except you. So that's that.
I'm surprised there's not like the shadow boxing as a turn of phrase to refer to something as monument as Roxanne Pallet gate.
I'm surprised it's not like he woke up and it was all a dream, that thing in Dallas or whatever it was, when they killed someone off and then they wanted to get the actor
JR,
back.
who
Yeah.
killed JR,
Yeah.
was that?
I think so, yeah. And then it was just like
just transcend time.
he was just like in the shower and it was like the whole previous series was just a dream.
Like Dirty Den.
Fuck that, man. And Harold Bishop. So we're gonna watch. Any thoughts on what's gonna happen now? Any upsets?
I settled down today to watch the second part of the HOH to see what happened between Big D and Arza, and then realised, of course, they're not going to show me that yet.
Yeah, you sound put out about it. Normally you're like desperate to not watch this show.
I want
Yeah.
Arza to win
Do
the next
you?
part.
Oh, do you want it to win overall?
If she wins the next part, does that put her in the final two with Xavier? No.
No, it means her and Xavier do the questions at the end. The
Oh, the side by side in the
stupid
corridor.
scales thing, yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what?
And then whoever wins
that
picks
choose
who they
goes.
take. Imagine if Arza fucking cuts Xavier. That would be good.
To be fair, I would like Xavier to be cut out of the situation because as much as I think he's probably the most deserving,
Yeah.
I don't really like the way he's played.
He hasn't done it fuck all. He's just sat there, to be honest.
But that was kind of his strategy.
Yeah.
But I don't appreciate that strategy, and I don't like that he's kind of railroaded all the girls out of the situation.
Yeah.
And really, it is Tiffany that should be getting the props tonight.
Thank you.
And she won't be getting.
The plaudits and the accolades. Yeah, but then
Right.
what the fuck have Arza and Big D done? Literally no. Like, Arza won one competition, Big D's won zilch.
Exactly. So
Zero.
I think it's just for the pure entertainment value of two people that have done fuck all
Yeah.
sitting on the block
Yeah.
and trying to convince everyone that they deserve to win.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm here for that
And
too. Let's do it.
I do not want Big D to win, and I think that next to Arza, perhaps
He won't.
He won't.
He wouldn't. I don't think he'll win against anyone, would he?
No.
I'd like to see Arza win. Let a black woman win this series.
And that's the other thing, is I feel like it would be more significant because it's what's the word? Intersections, right? Like
Yeah.
not only a black person,
Yeah.
but a black woman
Yeah.
as well, who's obviously even more
Yeah. Minority top trump.
oppressed or whatever. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah.
Because I do think like it's very unfair the way it's all played out. And the
Welcome to Big
men
Brother.
at the end have played quite a dirty
A
game.
dirty game, a devious game.
A very devious game. So ours should really rise to the top.
I totally agree with you, and
she's one of the most likeable people we've
yeah,
had.
she's a very nice person. No one can argue with that,
No.
and she has been entertaining in her own
Yeah,
way.
but I mean, really, just sat in a room.
She
so.
don't deserve to win, but wouldn't it be fun to see it? But she said she didn't even want to win. Surely, once you get there, you're gonna try and
I hope
win.
so.
What about all those cousins? She wants to take something home for them, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to get a top up and then we're going to watch this show. Whoop! Right, so we're about to hit the button.
Your finger is on the button.
Tonight, either Xavier
Tonight. Why is it not on the telly?
It is now.
I wonder what Julie's going to wear.
their name in history.
Oh, red.
The first ever
Did you notice that leather dress she was wearing the other day? Like red leather.
Welcome to the live
Looked like she
2-hour
was,
season finale of
Wearing a
Big Brother.
decorating sheet.
Previously on
Oh, this is going to be the longest previously
at the
ever.
beginning of the game, Ozza,
I feel like Julie's wearing the same shoes she had on the other day, but she can't
Yeah, I
be.
feel like she could have dressed up a bit more for the finale, don't you?
They don't bother, do they?
And after the other 10 house
Really?
fell to their dominance,
I'll have a word with Arissa style to see if she
the
can give
cookout
Julie some tips.
arrived at the final 6.
Right, well, how's the volume? We need to make
Too loud,
sure
probably.
it's too loud.
African American winner of Big Brother
It ain't gonna be you,
will be
Colin.
crowned this year.
Ever.
After Tiff
Oh,
and Chana went in a
Tiffany's
double,
eviction outfit.
Xavier claimed all the power at Final 4.
You are
have a new head of household.
Better buckle up, America. Why don't you take Kylie?
He's sitting in that sandwich. His arms
little
out
boy,
like that. Yeah, look.
It's because that table
Yeah.
is too high.